Uno, dos, tres. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uno, dos, tres. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. Ahora. 1, 2, 3. Ahora mejor. ¿Ves? 2, 3, 4, 5. The test. 2, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, one. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Todavía. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eso es lo más alto que. Ya, ahí. Ahí está bien. Ya, ok. Está ahí entonces. If the late two-goal comeback on Tuesday between these same two sides is any indication, tonight's Nice matchup promises to provide plenty of excitement on both sides of the ball. The away side would momentarily take second place with another win, while the home side could use a win to vault themselves into a playoff place. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Nice Soccer on Vader Media via 11 Sports. Tonight, it's a repeat of a fixture that took place just 3 days ago as Club de Lyon plays host to Albion San Diego. From Daytona Stadium, just outside Orlando, Florida, my name's Danny Catula, and alongside me for the commentary is Manuel Antuña. Manuel, good to have you with me. It's an interesting one because these teams know each other pretty well after the last match. Do you think these teams, these managers, will try to change their strategy or go with what we saw a few days ago?
Hi, Danny. It's a pleasure to greet you and all the fans who want to watch this amazing match of the National Independent Soccer Association. I think that from Albion's side, nothing has to change. I mean, you don't have to fix what's not broken. Meanwhile, Club de Lyon needs to win, as you said, in order to reach some playoff position. So I expect Victor Balaguer, the coach of Lyon, to do some subtle substitutions in order to win today's match.
We shall see if those substitutions are enough. Not a whole lot of changes in the two starting lineups, and we, I think, can go ahead and bring those to you now. First, for the home side, you see it on your screen. That's the lineup that Club de Lyon will go with. It's, like I said, mostly similar to what we had last time out. In goal is Josué Masson, the 31-year-old Mexican goalkeeper. On the back line, the one change is a change from a 4-back to a 5-back. Matias Cruz and Chris Clement should be the outside defenders. In the middle of that defensive lineup, Mateo Borrelli, a well-known striker from Argentina, defender I should say. Tomas Iriarte is alongside him, and Edgar Guzman. Those are the three center backs. In midfield, looks like we'll have Matias Purain, Agustin Ortiz, and Gabriel Privitera, the Venezuelan midfielder who is very, very attacking-minded. And up top, Ignacio Tel Lopez, who's got 4 goals from his last 2 matches. He's absolutely on fire. And Victor Blanco, another Venezuelan, will play alongside him. It's a team with a lot of talent, especially in that attacking area, and this Club de Lyon team does not know how to defend. You see them on the pitch right now in red, and it would appear we're still waiting for Albion to come onto the field, but while we wait, we can go ahead and give you their starting 11 as they trot on as well in their white with blue shorts. In goal for them today, it's Ben Roach from Santa Barbara, California, 6'3" goalkeeper, a very towering figure. On the back line, it's pretty similar to last time out. Tyler Gabarra should be the left back. To his right, the center backs are Anthony Patty and Ernest Mitchell, a Trinidad and Tobago native. Andrew Klasevsky is the right back. In defensive midfield, Nukele Boe from Liberia will play alongside Ronaldo Pineda, one of the more experienced players in this side. Daniel Bedoya should be pulling the strings as the number 10. On the outside wings, it's Lenin Carreon, who should occupy the right side, and Shinji Karono on the left, a Japanese midfielder, but those two could alternate across the course of the match. And Heath Martin, a player who came off the bench last time to get a dramatic match winner. He will be rewarded with a start today. Both teams with a lot of talent. Obviously, Albion got the better of Club de Lyon last time, but only a 2-1 match. This should be a tight one. Expecting a lot of fun stuff here. We'll take a break for the national anthem and come right back for opening coverage of this one on Vader Media. All right, both sides ready to go. Welcome back to live coverage of NISA Pro Soccer. Manuel Antuniak joins myself, Danny Kitula, with your coverage on Vader Media. Club de Lyon just about set to host Albion San Diego. A reminder, these two teams just played each other, and Albion came out on top despite being the away side. And Manuel, this is an Albion team who's now playing their fourth away match in their last 5 matches. They've been away for a very long time, but they've still found ways to win matches, especially towards the end of matches. You would think that their energy, that their stamina would drop, but it really hasn't. They've been very impressive.
Well, Danny, I think that it shows the endurance and the determination that the Albion side has got. You know, 4 away matches, it's not something so easy to do. And so far, they have a positive score, 2 victories, 1 tie, and only 1 loss. And as we mentioned before, their last match against Lyon, almost last-minute victory, 2-1. They really outdone themselves, and I expect them to continue. Let's see if Lyon manages to stop them in this trick.
And what's at stake tonight for Albion, they could go into second place. Pretty much everyone chasing Chattanooga FC. They are far and away ahead right now by almost 10 points. They are the leaders, but behind them, Albion could take their place. And a reminder, of the 9 teams in NISA this year, 6 will qualify at the end of the regular season for the NISA playoffs, and that's what's at stake for Club de Lyon. If they win tonight, despite a few challenges here and there, especially that start where they couldn't pick up any points from their first 4 matches, now they find themselves in a place where they could pop into 6th place with a win tonight. So both teams would really love to win. Sometimes that's a scenario where you see some draws. Maybe a prediction tonight, Manuel, it could be a tight one.
It's gonna be a tight one, Danny, but I am expecting a 2-goal victory from Albion San Diego.
We shall see. It took Albion a while to get their 2 goals. They got them both after the 80-minute mark last time out, and they will be raring to go, I think, to get one early and to get a few often. We shall see if they're able to pick it up. And a reminder, the guy who got that final goal to win it for Albion last time does feature in the starting lineup. That's Heath Martin. He'll wear the number 3. He's a center back by trade, but played in a more attacking role last time. Interested to see where he's placed in this lineup. Well, you see Club de Lyon about to get things kicked off. They'll move from right to left in front of us with the red kits and white shorts. And then going the other direction, of course, that leaves Albion San Diego with the white fading into blue in the shorts, blue trim, and socks. And no surprise that it's Kini Lopez, Ignacio Tan Lopez, more specifically in the center to get things kicked off. He's the guy to watch. And on the other side, well, there's plenty of players, but maybe Daniel Bedoya could be the man to add a bit of quality to the away side's attack. From Medellin, Colombia, only 5'6". What he lacks in stature, he makes up for in dribbling quality. He's played for FC Tucson, New Amsterdam FC Pantoja in Dominican Republic, and most notably New York City FC at the highest level of American competition. Kini Lopez is ready. We're ready. Referee crew is just about ready to get it kicked off. By the way, those referees tonight, Russell Miller is the center official, Jonathan Cruz and Jackie Americane are the assistants, and the 4th official tonight is Stefan Perry. Still awaiting the opening whistle. Both teams trying to keep warm, get themselves prepared. For those who were with us a couple of match days ago and saw really unfortunate injury to Sebastian Mateus on the back line, we heard from the owner of the club of Club de Lyon, and he said it's a ruptured ligament that he suffered in his ankle. It's a 4-month recovery, so obviously we won't see him featuring tonight, and that will not be the case for the next little while either. It's a tough break, but that 4-month timeline does potentially bring him back in time for those aforementioned NISA playoffs. And that match was a win for Club de Lyon. It was 3-2 in the end, quite a wild one. And the owner was able to say that win over Gold Star really signifies that we're on the right path. He talked about how strong this team is mentally, and the fact that they're supporting Mateus during his injury, and the fact that they were able to pick up that come-from-behind win. And he also praised a few players in particular, the guys that he mentioned as most crucial On the back line, Matteo Borelli was the first name that he said. He's been a fantastic defender, 26 years old, one of the older guys on this team. And then some of the other veterans, Matias Purain, who's got an assist in his 2 starts so far. He's played all over the country. He's played in Argentina as well, in Bolivia for Sport Boys. And then Ignacio Ten Lopez, of course. Can't help but mention him, a 32-year-old striker from the Salta area, where he played a lot of his soccer in Argentina. Also played with Miami Beach CF. And it's always interesting as well, Manuel, when you get, I think on both sides, a lot of younger guys who you're developing over time. I think you need a couple of those older players to really show them the ropes and show them how to conduct themselves on the pitch, but maybe off the pitch as well.
It's just like you say, Danny, you need some veteran players, or some players not exactly veterans, but with a lot of experience, because a lot of matches, a lot of soccer matches, they end up being concluded, they end not just by big shots, by big definitions, but with little details that just players with a lot of matches and a lot of experience can tell those younger players.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It can come down to those really small details as far as who wins, who loses, and for the development of these players as well. As actually, I think a couple of the players are stepping off the pitch at the bottom of our screen. There's a look on your screen at the current standings. So Chattanooga ahead by 8 points, but keep in mind they've also played 2 more matches than the entire rest of the league. Maryland Bobcats currently sitting in second. And interesting we see that because that'll be the next match tomorrow for Maryland Bobcats. They'll be hosting Chattanooga FC if I'm not mistaken. And that's also relevant to tonight because Albion San Diego, they come in with a pretty solid record, 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. Both those losses this year have come against league leaders Chattanooga, so nobody outside of Chattanooga has been able to beat Albion. It'll be interesting to see if Club de Lyon can add their name to that tally tonight, but that just shows you how far ahead Chattanooga are. Very, very good side this year.
Yeah, Danny, really, it's hard to keep undefeated after 8 matches. They've done it. They already played 3 games away. They won 2 of those 3 games. Well, it really shows that so far they are the best team here at Nisa.
So far, and we'll see if that continues. It's a long season still to come, and an important match for both sides in that season as we head towards the midway point. Now I think we're finally ready to get going. It is 7:40 local time over there in the Eastern Time Zone, southeast corner of the United States, Daytona Beach, Florida, where we're bringing you live coverage from Daytona Stadium. And Russell Miller has the whistle in his mouth. He has us all waiting. The wait continues. And the wait is no longer. Opening whistle blows. And we have action between Club de Lyon and Albion San Diego. Early possession early on for Edgar Guzman. This is his first start in Nisa for this Club de Lyon side. He's making his 5th appearance on the year. Ball played long by Borelli. And up the right side, what could they do here? It's an excellent intervention on the defensive end. And it'll be out for a throw-in. Again, good defending, and this is Tyler Gabara out there. He's from Arnold, Maryland, and he's one of those guys who can play on both sides. It's what you ask of a modern outside back. You've got to be... Oh, and look at this. This is a huge error and an incredible save. Nearly the opener from Kini Ten Lopez, but a beautiful strolling stop from Ben Roach. What an action this is.
It really is an amazing save by the goalkeeper, by Ben Roach, because the great pressure from Lyon paid price, and the shot from Ignacio Ten Lopez was not a bad one. He did everything that was there to do, and a great save by Ben Roach.
He might have more work to do, and this header will go a little bit wide. Wow, early chances for Club de Lyon, and that's their style. They love to press and win the ball back in dangerous areas. I don't think there is a more dangerous area than they won it back a moment ago, Manuel. That was almost a goal. We'll see if they can cook something up soon.
It's an amazing start for Club de Lyon in almost 1 minute 30 seconds. If they can manage to keep this up, Albion is going to have a hard time today.
Well, and they've already been able to match that, although there will be a foul here but continuing to win the ball back, and there's just so many red shirts in the area whenever Albion have the ball. It caused a lot of problems. To be honest, Club de Lyon were the better side on Tuesday, mostly for that reason. They just made it very difficult for Albion to play the way they like to play, which is kind of careful passes, it's build-up play through the midfield, and that type of pass is what Albion were forced to do, and as you see there as an example, that's not the way they play best. We'll see if Albion can play a little bit more like those last 10 minutes where they scored 2 goals, or if Club de Lyon will have their way. This will be a throw-in at midfield, as it will touch Albion last. It was Victor Blanco who won the throw-in. Blanco, one of the guys who they mentioned on the staff at Club de Lyon as one of their brightest young talents. He's got a huge future, they say, at this level and maybe even at a higher one. Only 20 years old, he's already got a goal to go with 2 yellow cards and 5 starts this season for Club de Lyon. And he's just very bright on the ball. This one goes long. And a little bit of work to do for the Club de Lyon back line. They'll handle it well. And it'll be out for a throw. An intended target on that long ball was Shinja Kadono. Long ball comes in, and it will touch Matias Purrain. He was trying to find a square pass to Gabriel Privatera, but that didn't quite work out. Instead, could be a chance to break. Kadono, I think, realized he was offside. It looked like a little bit too far for him anyway, but you see the idea. I think Albion are really going to want to use the outsides today.
Yeah, they need to do that in order to play as Diego Gomez intends to. From Lyon's perspective, they are going to have to really take care of the sides. I think especially the left one defensively, the right side for Albion.
Yeah, that's where maybe the most talent is with Kadono. He's a really, really experienced guy, as this one will all the way back to Ben Roach, who made that excellent save earlier on, really saved his team. But going back to Kadono, the winger, 5'7", 26 years old. He's from Kobe in the Hyogo province of Japan. Came to the U.S. to play for Cal Berkeley, the Bears in Division 1. That's a really high-quality program. Graduated a few years ago. We have a foul here, and that might not be all. It's not. There's a yellow card, so we had an early chance on goal. And now, Manuel, we have an early yellow card. Lots of action right now.
Yeah, the first yellow card of the match, and I think it's a good call from Russell Miller. You know, as a referee, you need to stop actions like this from happening. The way number 4, Matias Cruz, goes to look for the ball is not a great way to go because he struck the humanity of the Albion's player. So first yellow card for the match, number 4, Matias Cruz.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, and he will have to be careful. He's a midfielder who can also defend quite a bit, and in that role, I think it's very difficult to play with the yellow card. And it also means that he's going to have to be a little bit more careful than he typically would be. Because if you get that second yellow, of course, that's significant danger for your side. Nice work by Matias Purrain to win the ball back, and he tried to play it to Ten Lopez, but he lost the ball. Tyler Gabarra was knocked down. It's an Albion free kick. So played in quickly. And that was Pineda on the ball for a moment. Now it's played out wide. Caldono. Backwards and played into the center. That was Daniel Bedoya. Gabarra again. Anthony Patty has it now. And it's interesting because Albion start with a 4-back formation, and they can also bring 1 or 2 guys from the back line up and make it more like a 3-back defensively. You see Tyler Gabarra on that occasion, playing more of a midfield role. Albion, I think, really like to be versatile, and that can cause problems for another team when you don't really know what position they'll be in.
That's, I think, one of the best ways to play soccer. Not commit yourself with just one way of attacking. Have multiple options, have different ways. In that way, you can actually have different opportunities in order to score.
That is the goal, of course. Neither side able to do it so far. We're in the 7th minute, and we've got no score between Club de Lyon and Albion San Diego. This will be a Club de Lyon throw-in now from the right side of defense. It would appear to be Matias Cruz out there. And he will throw it into Agustin Ortiz. They can't connect. And Albion right back on the ball. Bedoya. He's tricky with his dribble, but two players were on him in a hurry, and that stopped anything from happening. Roach with it. Long ball to his right. And again, that's the danger area for Club de Lyon, but Carano just falls there and coming the other way. This could be a chance for Shan Sharma. He'll play it backwards. Iriarte all the way to the last line of defense with Borrelli. Matteo Borrelli, by the way, his brother is Eder Borrelli, plays for El Paso Locomotive after having a couple of stops in the Mexican Liga MX, top division there. Here's a nice ball through, and this could link up. It could be a great chance, 2-on-1 if they get the cross right. Blanco into the middle! The opener in minute 8! Of course it's him! You couldn't bet on anybody else! He just keeps scoring. Ignacio Ten Lopez. Kini has his 5th in 3 matches. What a start for the home team.
It really was an amazing, outstanding play from Club de Lyon. A long pass towards the backs of the defenders of Albion. There was nothing they could do. An amazing cross and an amazing finishing touch from Ignacio Ten Lopez. As you said, Danny, his 5th goal this season to open the game, to put Lyon on top. So far, their 2nd victory in the season. Really, a great cross from Victor Blanco and a great finish touch by the Argentinian Ten Lopez.
Yeah, it looks easy on the screen, but I can tell you, as a defender, I was never very good at scoring. But man, that is so difficult to just on the very first touch, put it in the net, and you have to feel bad for Ben Roach. He had a great save in the 1st minute, and now in the 8th minute, there was nothing he could do. That is not his fault. Manuel, that's just a really good play in the attack. Maybe the defense could have been better, but I think it's a deserved lead for Club de Lyon. But now on the other hand, a corner kick to come for Albion.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that after the goal, Albion has the determination, has decided that they need to equalize as soon as possible. I mean, you saw Ben Roach approach almost the midfield to do a long pass. They are looking for the equalizer as soon as possible. They need to shoot. They haven't shot so far in the match.
You're right, exactly. No shots yet. Let's see if one comes from this corner. It's a really nice service headed away for now. And it's fully cleared away. That's excellent defending. While we have a moment, we do want to let you know that it was number 5, Matteo Borrelli, who was issued the yellow card earlier on a few moments ago as we see this goal one more time. That's a beautiful cross in. Just put some air on it. And then Lopez. It's a beautiful finish. So cool. So collected, like there was no pressure at all. And that's why we have a 1-0 scoreline. But just to confirm, it's Matteo Borrelli, as you see the celebrations. Borrelli, the 26-year-old, who's got experience from Club Atlético Fénix and from Godoy Cruz, the reserve team there. And his dad is actually Cacho Borrelli, who represented the Argentinian international team for a little while. But look at this. It could be a 2nd goal. It's another great pass. Will they have a shot from here? It's laid off Purrain. And there to save it is Ben Roach. Makes his 2nd important save. But Club de Lyon keep knocking on the door.
Yeah, they keep knocking. But this time Ben Roach was ready to save Albion once again. They are having serious trouble on the backside. They need to keep defending well because these mistakes are gonna cost them hard. They are already 1-0 down.
Yeah, they are. If they concede another one, especially so early, I think it just changes the way that you have to play and your strategy, and it makes you maybe a little bit more desperate. It would certainly make life harder for Diego Lopez. Minute number 11. On the right side, that is Anthony Patty, 6'1", 20-year-old center back, very young, but has a lot of talent, playing for the UT Rio Grande Valley University side. Came from the Mercer Bears in Georgia before that. He's from Dallas, Texas originally, but does have Brazilian heritage, does Anthony Patty. Throw in to come now for Albion on this left side. Played in. For a moment, Heath Martin had it, and now it's backwards to Patty once more. Mitchell back where it came from. Midfield, just not a lot of space right now, but that could work out to create some space. Heath Martin good on the ball. His pass isn't good enough, though. Oh, and absolutely tackled in midfield. Potential maybe for a yellow card, but I think the right decision not to give one, as that one is going to go against the Liberian midfielder, Nukele Boy. Long ball in, and again, these wide sides have been really, really fruitful for Club de Lyon. You just see it's either in the air or it's on the ground. but just trying to split open the center backs and get to the outside and make a cross to the middle. That seems to be the goal right now for Lyon, and it's working really well.
Yeah, not only because they are winning just by one goal, but because they are constantly putting Albion on a hard situation, a difficult situation. So far, number 6, Andrew Klesewski, has had a lot of troubles because of the long passes and the pressure that Lyon has put so far.
Yeah, that's right. They're definitely putting some pressure on really both the outside backs, but Klesewski especially on their right side. Originally from Washington, D.C. is Klesewski, but he played a lot of his more recent soccer in the San Diego area. Played in, this is his 6th match now, all 6, and he's made now 5 starts. 1 goal despite being a defender, and he's one of few who played with the old San Diego team in Niza. That was 1904 FC. How about this? The new San Diego team would like to equalize. It'll be out for the second corner of the day, nothing more. That's really nice defending on that outside from Cruz.
As a defender, you gotta keep your eyes on the ball. You don't have to let the attacker go through. Cruz really went till the end, and now Albion has a new corner kick, their second on the match.
Last one looked pretty good, but it was well dealt with by Club de Lyon in the area. A nice header away. Let's see if they have to do the same. It might go short, and it will. This is off the training ground. Cadono puts it up in the air, lays it off, crossed into the middle, and there were heads there, but it didn't come to anything. Still in the area, potential for danger, but they'll try to fully clear it now. Will Club de Lyon? That's a really nice move. And they could be off to the races. It's beautiful dribbling from Privitera. And look at this space. 3-on-2 if they do it right. It's Blanco again. He can move to his right. Oh, it's not a good pass. Excellent defending, to be fair, from Ernest Mitchell. But what a chance. And it's absolutely gone. Carono into the midfield area. Back to him. And he'll just take his time now. Play it backwards. That was very dangerous. First for Albion, and then Club de Lyon came the other way. It shows the absolute talent that Gabriel Privitera has. I mean, he was able to dribble around 2 or 3 players and nearly set up a goal.
Gabriel really showed his skills, but this also showed us that Albion has a lot of spaces down.
That's right, and they'll try to find some more space. Privitera into the box, and agonizingly close to goal number 2. Then Lopez with the acrobatic attempt. Oh, and he just completely misses it. But Privitera, again, such quality with his dribbles and with his passes.
This time, with a good love pass towards the area. And unfortunately for Club de Lyon, Ignacio Ten Lopez tried to do his best to catch the ball mid-air. He failed. Otherwise, that could have been the second goal for the Argentinian striker.
My goodness, it seems like he's scored quite a bit already, averaging 2 goals per match in the last 2. And 3 matches ago, he had never played in Niza before for Club de Lyon. He's a fairly new addition to this team, and ever since he came in, he has been absolutely dominant. Now on the ball right now is a change who we expected Chris Clement to be there as the left back, but just like last time, they make a last-minute substitution of that starting lineup. So now it's Sean Sharma, if you were curious. And now Edgar Guzman. He's under some pressure. Albion would like to take a page out of the Club de Lyon playbook. Can't quite do it as effectively as their counterparts have, and this is great passing in the midfield. Excellent challenge. Oh, and it's going to cost him. Going down really heavy. It looks like he'll try and get back up, but on that outside, that could be a really tough injury to fend off. It's, I think, Patty out there. You hope he's okay. This one played backwards now. And it will find Roach, who really had some work to do, but he gave it away. Ben Lopez, a couple of good touches, nice shielding. He'd like to play it in the middle. He will find Purrain. It's a great pass on the head. Privitera. Can he get his shot away? It's great defending. Plays it backwards. Still maybe a chance. Out to the left side, Sharma. Is there a cross on? No, we'll play it centrally, though. Ortiz. Privitera again. Through Ortiz for Sharma. Will it stay in play over there? It will, and I think it will touch Sharma last. More great chances for Lyon. They look like the much better side at the moment.
Really, Club de Lyon is dominating so far. You can confirm this by saying that Albion hasn't shot so far. They have not been a threat to Josue Masson, who I think hasn't actually participated so far, and Lyon is doing a great match so far, really. They are building up some good plays on the sides. They are finding a lot of spaces at the defense of Albion, and let's see if they can change that.
Ooh, how about this? Do we have a foul? Yes, we do. And that was very promising. I wonder... No, I don't think there will be any more disciplinary action to Sean Sharma, the left back. But Carono was really off to the races if he wasn't tripped up there. And it all came from the throw-in. Really impressive from Albion just to throw it in quickly and see what happened. Now we're in the 18th minute, and this is maybe not a place to shoot from, as you see, I believe, the substitutes bench for Club de Lyon tonight on the bottom of your screen. Yeah, that's correct. Although, again, Sean Sharma, number 33, is in the match, and on the bench would be Chris Clement. That's the only change. But now a potentially dangerous place to pass from, I think, on this free kick. You've got Gabara on the right, Bedoya on the left. Bedoya takes it. He's got a player in there! And the header is wide, and, well, Masson had to move a little bit, but that's all he had to do. Still no saves so far necessary.
So far in the match, Albion has only had some opportunities by these crosses, by 2 corner kicks and 1 free kick. They've shown they are capable to win in the heights, but so far, Josue hasn't made any particular saves.
Might have to make one now. In comes the corner kick, and it's bounced out of there immediately. Burrain gets it away, but it's back in the area. Colono, ooh, and that is the first save of the match, and it had to be a good one from Josue Masson. That was some good stuff from him, and, well, Albion's starting to create chances.
Yeah, they are good with these crosses. They are winning in the heights, and the first save for Josue Masson was a really difficult one, a tricky one.
Yeah, especially that high up. I don't think he expected it there, as we'll see another foul. And Sharma this time, I think, will not escape the yellow card, especially because last time the foul was close. This time it will definitely be a yellow. So now 2 players on the back line for Club de Lyon. Those would be Sharma and Borrelli. They're on yellow cards. Yeah, you see it there. That Manuel Formi is a yellow card.
Yeah, it is a yellow card, not only because of the violence implied, but also because it was the second one after just 1 minute away from the first one.
Yeah, that's right. That's textbook. Every referee will give you a yellow card in that situation. Let's see if Albion can take advantage and try to get forward. They're down this left side. Boy, he will take a shot that skies well over the bar. And that will lead to nothing more than a Josue Masson goal kick.
But it's important to say that Albion is slowly but surely gaining confidence. They are getting near the goal. They are starting to build up some play, and Club de Lyon needs to take some action into this if they don't want Albion to equalize.
Well, and of course, we have to remember that this is how the last match went. Club de Lyon got their goal first off, and then Albion came back and scored 2 to win the match. So they'll have to be careful that they don't do the same thing again, Club de Lyon. Here come Albion. Down the left side, it's a nice little pass. Boy will move it back out left. Can they cross it in from here? It's blocked, and another corner where, as you mentioned, Manuel, they've been really good in the air.
Yeah, it's really, so far, the main problem for Lyon. This will be the 4th corner kick for Albion, and what is a threat, it also is an opportunity, because if Lyon manages to take the ball quickly, they could make a great counterattack.
Well, we saw it a moment ago, didn't we? In it comes from Bedoya. Into the center, and Mitchell was the first to get there, but he actually is going to commit a foul in that attempt. Wasn't anything purposeful, but just trying to get there first. Mitchell, an enormous center back, 6'2", finished his college career at FGCU after transferring in from the Marist Red Foxes. Yeah, you see it there. He just kind of knocks over his opponent that time. Yeah, it was Tomas Iriarte. But again, there's a lot of tall players in the box for Albion, and even though they haven't scored on a header yet, they seem dangerous every time.
They are dangerous for sure. And Lyon needs to at least try to score another goal as soon as possible, because Albion is starting to build up something interesting.
Well, this could be interesting on the other end from Lyon, but instead it's cut out really nicely. Here's Cardona. Cardona with it. He'll play it backwards. And Albion maybe trying to go for a long ball. They'll wait for a moment. On the ball there was Klishevsky for a moment. And it switched over to Anthony Patty. Forward for Boy. Boy has it back. Long ball, and no one is there to pick it up. Although Albion, as you mentioned, have had the better of the chances. Club de Lyon could certainly use a change in maybe strategy or maybe just momentum. Because as better as they've been over the first 20 minutes, they've only got the 1-goal lead. And that's the interesting thing about soccer, isn't it? That things can change in a moment, and a 1-goal lead is, of course, very, very susceptible to change. Out on this left side, could they create something now? Looking, searching, it's just played back to Bedoya. Moves it out left, Kabara. Boy, maybe he wants to cut into the middle. They'll play it out wide for now. Cross does come in the air, and it will not even reach the 6-yard box. It's behind for a goal kick.
I think that's what's happening, Danny, is that after a great start from Club de Lyon, the players are starting to catch their breath a little bit, you know? After a lot of high pressure, after a lot of effort, of course, they're gonna need to breathe a little bit. And Albion, that's why they're starting to be the dominant team on the pitch.
It all comes down to when you're the dominant team, can you score goals? There's always kind of switches like this, and we'll see if Albion can get their goal to respond. On the ball now, Klishevsky for a moment. Can he hold on to it in this area? A bit dangerous, Privitera, if he wins the ball, could go quickly. Instead, it'll be Purrain, but it could still be dangerous. 40 yards from goal, Iriarte. Sprays it out wide. Could be crossed in now, and Ten Lopez was the target. With too many white shirts in there, cleared away. Another chance though. Purrain again. Moved out right. Blanco wants to cross. He will cross with the left, and there were players rushing in, but cleared away again. Not fully out of danger. Into the middle, unselfish pass by Iriarte, but doesn't turn out for anything. That is definitely offside, and it was missed anyway. Club de Lyon starting to look like themselves on that last play.
Yeah, a good glimpse of what the start of the match used to be for Club de Lyon. That last opportunity, of course, was an offside position that assistant referee number 2, Jackie American, signal. And so far, it's a good match from both teams, really. It's starting to get a little bit dull, but let's see what they can do.
Well, just as you say that, Manuel, it's a little bit less dull as there was a chance from that pressure, but now going the other way. There's going to be a foul as Mitchell was holding on to the jersey of Kini Ten Lopez. That will be a foul every time. Free kick to come. This will be Purrain to take it. And he'll take his time, just look over his options. Could go short, but he will go long and wide. And there's the run of Ten Lopez. Can he turn and shoot? That's a great defensive effort from Mitchell. But that clearance is not good, and it'll go towards the corner where they could keep it alive. Club de Lyon. It's another bad clearance, and out for a Club de Lyon throw-in. Well, yeah, I think it is. It'll be Sharma to come up and take it. So Sean Sharma from William and Mary played there in Colonial Williamsburg, Virginia. He's tasked with the throw-in. Got some players around him, and he'll get it right back. Plays it to Privitera. He'll try the cross. It does not beat Ben Roach. Oh, you just see his length. He's so tall. Very long arms, and he uses them effectively to pick that one up. Nicely done by the Albion keeper. Back line, does San Diego have anything to offer the other way? It's been a better period of 5 or 10 minutes for them. There you see their substitutes, and those should all be accurate. Ryan Buckingham is the backup goalkeeper. Jonathan Basayas, Corey Lundeen. Those are the only 2 changes from last time, both midfielders who are replaced tonight. And a long ball comes in. There's players over there, but none of them are in the center. And Josue Mason will just let it roll a little bit. A little bit of gamesmanship, perhaps. Mason, by the way, we mentioned he's of Mexican descent. He's played at a lot of different places in the United States, though mostly in indoor soccer. Played with the Kansas City Comets most recently. Also represented the St. Louis Ambush and Orlando Seawolves of the MASL, Major Arena Soccer League. Here's some pressure. Albion wins the ball. Looks like a foul, and it is one. Bedoya, it's going to go quickly. Well, he thought about it, and now he will pass it. He'll get it right back. He likes to have the ball at his feet. Pressure on him. Moves it out left. What can they do with this? Patty. Still Patty. Crosses it in, and actually ended up being a shot. Mason is there. We mentioned him earlier, and we'll come back to him. He's only making his second start. He conceded 2 goals last time out, of course, both coming at the end against this same team, originally from Waukegan, Illinois. There'll be another free kick here. And now I think we had the period where Club de Lyon were better, maybe those first 15 minutes. Another 10 minutes or so where Albion were better, and now both teams, for me, look fairly even.
Yeah, I think you are quite spot on, Danny. It really has been a difficult start for San Diego, and now Lyon is starting to get tired of all the hard work they put in the start of the match. I think,
that's right.
Yeah, and I think,
sorry, go ahead, Manuel.
sorry, that so far Albion needs to keep playing with the ball right on the field. They don't need to skip the lines of pressure, do long passes, because so far it hasn't been working for them.
Yeah, it's a really good point, and I think that's the way that they tried to solve the problem in midfield last time, was to just completely bypass midfield and go long through the air. But this time maybe they're starting to, as you see now, string some passes together. Here comes a long ball, and well, as you mentioned, Manuel, those long balls not really working. The crosses from the corners have been good, but in the air, trying to go the whole distance in the air, it's not been very successful, has it?
No, it has not. And I mean, you could work this out with maybe another type of forward, one that is always going ahead, trying to reach the ball, but so far Albion does not have that type of striker. You can see that the forwards from Albion are playing like some midfielders that are a little bit more advanced in the field, and they try to put pressure on the defenders of Lyon. That's how San Diego is playing. It's not a bad way of playing, I'm not saying that, but the way they try to do long passes is not working well with this other type of play they want to do.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it goes together, does it? And it's interesting, too, because they've got players who can play in those forward positions. Maybe Carono is one of them. Heath Martin is a guy who could play up top, too. He's got the size. He's got that physical profile to be a more Ten Lopez type of player if they choose to put him there. But to your point, we haven't really seen that at all, as it's mostly just kind of a midfield diamond almost that's kind of collectively together playing striker, and I don't think they really have anybody forward who can pick up those long balls at the moment. So we'll see. The personnel seems to say a better strategy would be to go through the middle, go on the ground, but the strategy has been go through the air. We'll see how Albion can figure it out. Of course, they were able to do it last time against the same opponent, same place, just a couple days ago, and they've got plenty of time. They want to try that heroic comeback again. Here's Burain, and again, he's going to absolutely dispatch some defenders, but coming from behind, excellent defending, and that is going to win the ball back. My goodness, Ronaldo Pineda, clutch there. Big defensive effort. Laid out right, Carono. He wants to get forward. And he's got help to his right, he'll play it there. It's Bedoya. Bedoya wants to put it in the middle, back post headed away. Still in the area, edge of the box. Potential cross for Boe, that's an excellent, excellent play. And did it stay in? No, Masson couldn't get there first. It's out for a corner. In the meantime, I think Albion wanted a handball, but they won't get one. That's a good decision. So just a corner kick for San Diego. We'll see it again. Ooh, you know what? I don't know about you, Manuel. I thought live that it was a good call. Maybe they missed a handball.
I'm just like you, Danny. At first, I thought that Russell Miller made the right decision, but the replay made me doubt. I don't know if we can see it again later. But this will be the fifth corner kick for Albion San Diego. Once again, Lyon has to take care of it.
And it won't be easy either. Well, this time they're going to fake that move that they made last time and play it in low. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful chance. How have they missed it? Heath Martin with a great shot, but it bounced off a teammate, I think, in the end, and it's cleared away. Albion San Diego getting very creative with their corners, but they're just so unlucky at the moment not to have scored yet.
This time they got unlucky, as you said, Danny, because there were so many players right inside the area that they couldn't score.
Yeah, usually you want to put more players in the box so you have a better chance of scoring. That time, it was almost too many. Here in the corner, shielding it. Looks like Bedoya, and he's going to hold on to it somehow. He's still going, and he's finally dispossessed after 4 or 5 players in red. Came out to make sure that he lost it. Pineda will splash it out. Oh my, that is a heavy challenge to say the least. And again, that's the forward, the striker, Ten Lopez. He's not accustomed to having to defend. You see this again. It's just going to fall for Martin. Ah, and you see it just bounces right off of the center back, Mitchell. And I don't know. I think during the replay, it looked to me like a yellow card came out. Not sure if we can confirm it, but if there is a yellow, it definitely goes to Ignacio Ten Lopez. And that is the last man the Club de Lyon would want to have get sent off for a second yellow.
You don't want your top goal scorer to go out of the match, and I think that really what Ignacio did was really of the match. There wasn't any need to go that hard for the ball. But well, let's see. Yeah, a yellow card for Ignacio Ten Lopez, the third yellow card after Jean Sharma and Matteo Borrelli.
In comes this cross, and again, it's so dangerous, but again, Albion just cannot unlock the code to get this opening goal. There you see confirmation on our screen of Ten Lopez receiving the yellow. And, I mean, again, you're right. That's exactly what I was thinking, Manuel, was that it was a little bit unnecessary. Here come the other way. Purrain, he's going to try to beat the keeper from 40 yards away. It was ambitious, the type of shot you'd see from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But it is not going to find its way in the back of the net. Ben Roach, despite giving up the goal, is going to make another save. He's been good.
Yeah, he's really has done his job well. So far, if it weren't for him, I would say that Albion would be losing at least 2-0.
Yeah, could even be 3. You'll see it again. Not a bad effort. I think he had to put a little bit more air behind it if it was going to beat Ben Roach. But I think Ben was really in a good position anyway. It's hard sometimes when it's far away from the goal. You don't expect the shot to come, to be in position, but Roach is very good at positioning. He was ready that time.
Yeah, what strikers or midfielders or even defenders do at situations like that is trying to catch the goalkeeper off guard, trying to, take advantage of a situation where usually players wouldn't strike, wouldn't shoot. And this time Ben Roach was wide awake, and now we can see the first yellow card for Albion San Diego.
Well, the referee has had quite a bit to do. Mr. Miller in the center with the whistle has been issuing quite a few cards. I'm just trying to get confirmation of who that is. To me, it looks like Bedoya from here.
I think it is.
Yeah, that's what we'll go with. So the Medellin native, the Colombiano, almost 30 years of age, he will receive the first yellow for his side. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the 4th between both teams now.
That's right.
Well, let's see how things progress from here. Purrain, that cross is deflected. Still in possession with Blanco. Finds Purrain again. Good defending to clear it away. But so much confidence that Lyon are playing with on the ball. They're coming out with tricky moves. They feel, I think, really trusting each other, trusting themselves, as this is Guzman, who is just going to trust himself enough to clear it away. And we're going to see right about here. Yep, it feels a bit more like hockey sometimes, this match. It's been very, very physical.
Yeah, it's starting to get like that. I mean, it started like that and it keeps going like that. And Bedoya, I don't know why he decided to go like that to look for the ball. I think it was a good decision by Miller once again. I think that the only situation in which we were not sure if he did the right thing was with that, maybe that handball in Lyon's area.
Well, that would have been a huge change to this match. Would
Yeah.
have been a penalty kick if he had decided it, but he didn't. As you mentioned, we're not sure if it's the right call or not. Of course, he had a much better view than we did. Well, another player goes down as Privitera this time. He does not get any sympathy from the center official, and we'll keep playing. 38th minute. Still 1-0 in favor of Club de Lyon. This one goes out, and a throw-in to come for Sharma. And this is played all the way back now. It was Borrelli, and now it's forward, intercepted, but not in Albion's possession for long. Back with Lyon. And all the way back to safety again. Borrelli with it. And he nearly loses it. Will he lose it now? Oh, not quite. That is very fortunate because there's a lot of pressure and there's still pressure. Set long. No one there, headed away. Privitera. Out wide. This could very well be dangerous. It's Cruz. He could cross it. No, he's not going to be able to. And it is going to go the other way. But that won't stay in play either, so neither team can hold on to possession at the moment. With about 7 minutes to go, maybe a little more with stoppage time. It's 1-0 for Club de Lyon, and I think they're starting to play like the better side, although neither team is really possessing with a whole lot of control.
Yeah, no one's really dominating as Club de Lyon did on the first 15 minutes, and after that we have like maybe 5 or 10 minutes from Albion. Now it's anyone's match right now. It's a battle in the midfield, and I think that right now, until halftime, if there's gonna be any goal or situations, it's gonna be because of two things. Either because of two things. Because of a great individual play, maybe with some good dribbling, either by Privitera or Bedoya, or by any mistakes that the players do. It's really, we really gotten to that point in the match where no one's really risking it. Also, Albion has another 45 minutes to look for the equalizer and maybe win it like they did last time. So they are not really with time against them.
Yeah, that's right. I think both teams understand at the moment with the way they're playing how much things could change with just one moment. And like you said, there's players on both sides who could create that type of play. Or we could see just with pressure, with a bad moment, with a bad pass, we could see an opportunity that way too. So many ways you can score and so much time still to do it for either side. For now, Privitera will send it long, deflect it, but it finds Den Lopez in his own half. He'll again try to play it long, and it'll again hit his teammate. That's twice in a row that they try to just boot it away and can't help but run into their own player. Still in control for Albion for the moment, but there is pressure. They'll play out of it. It's a really nice pass for Klishevsky. He gets across midfield on the dribble. Still with him. Played out to the touchline. Bedoya wants to cut to the inside. Tries to come back out. Into the midfield now. Carono. Well defended. Belongs to Lyon. Some nice passing in this defensive area. Well, I say that and then they'll give it away. Klishevsky again. Back to him. Long ball. Intercepted quickly. Ortiz. Backwards. For a moment, Borrelli, and he gives it away. Look at this chance. And an excellent defensive effort, but still in the area. Boy, could he get a shot off. No, but going to the ground. Albion wanted a penalty. Referee was right there. He says no. Seems like a good call. Blanco plays it out wide. Cruz. And they'll reset. Well, goodness. We keep seeing opportunities. There was the penalty chance earlier. There was that one just now. I don't think that one was quite as controversial. But still, they continue to create chances. We'll have a free kick. Albion are not going away. They're still going, and they'll get another foul here. And you just wonder if more yellow cards are coming soon. It's Been 3 so far against Club de Lyon, and they continue to foul. Here's a long shot. Oh, it's a beautiful effort and a fantastic save. It was not expected, but Josué Masson had the reflexes to stop it. So 42nd minute, we'll see the replay, but it's a corner.
A great shot from Nukele Gabor, and a great save by Josué Masson there. You know, because it was a strong shot, it was a great effort.
This time it's a short corner, and again, it's clever, it's tricky on these corner kicks. This one cleared away, and not quite a corner. It'll be a throw-in for Bedoya.
Yeah, and actually, if you watch every single corner kick that Albion has so far, they never repeated the same way, the same formula. They changed it.
And they've done it 6 times now. It's impressive. I wonder when they'll run out. Here it is. Bedoya could cross it in from here. It's too long. And Heath Martin is chasing it, but he will not get there in time. Out of play, and a goal kick. Coming up to the end of the first half. Lyon, of course, leading. But Albion creating their chances. That might be the best one so far. It's a really good effort. Maybe a little bit close to Masson. But from that distance, I think it's a good decision to shoot, and a nice shot too.
In this case, Club de Lyon failed to shield or stop Nukele in time. You don't need a forward, you don't need a midfield, you don't need a rival to have that much space to do what Nukele did. And what Josué Masson did was a perfect way a goalkeeper needs to send away a potential threat to the corner kick, straight to the corner kick.
Yeah, you gotta play it safe, I think. No reason to try and catch it or do anything fancy with it. Just want to make sure there's no goal. Especially here at the end of the half, I think a goal in these moments of the half changes so much of the momentum and how you feel in halftime and how your manager talks to you as well. I think for right now, if you're Victor Balaguer for Club de Lyon, the manager on that touchline, I think you're pretty pleased, not just with the score, but the way that your team has played.
They have really played a great first half, really, Club de Lyon. I think that both Victor Balaguer and the players understood the way Albion plays, and they managed to neutralize them so far in the game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's well said. They've really neutralized what makes Albion good. But again, that's something they did in the first half too, so if they're really going to prove that they can win, they've got to do it in the second half as well, and maybe, we mentioned it before, but a second goal would certainly do them a lot of good and make it harder for Albion to come back. Well, just under 30 seconds left now, and then any stoppage time that gets added. Sean Sharma, who is one of those 3 Albion players on a yellow card, will throw it in, and here's Bourrain. Bourrain is going to try and go for goal, but it's really well defended that time, cleared away. Bourrain is so good on the ball, 30 years old, and he is showing all of his experience on the ball. He makes good passes too. Him together with Primavera, they are fantastic, and they're very similar to each other. It makes it hard when you've got to defend 2 like that, but here is some of that defensive necessity, as that'll be played in, I think, by Bourrain in the end, and not the best of crosses, easily claimed by Roach. Roach very long away. Just waiting how long we get for stoppage time. Center referee is going to keep us going for now. As we're in the first minute of added time so far. Patty gets it around Blanco, who fell there. But it's won back quickly by Lyon. Battle for it, and it is won by Lyon, and they'll win a free kick. Maybe he could have played advantage too, but I think they'll be happy to let some time run off. Yep, that'll be a foul every time. It's a good call again from the referee. Long ball in. Passed back out on the header. And that, the referee says, is it for half number 1. It's 1-0 in favor of Club de Lyon. They're on top of Albion after an early goal put them ahead. It was a really beautiful cross from Victor Blanco, and the finish, as cool as ever, exactly what we expect now from Quinitan Lopez. That puts Lyon ahead 1-0. For Manuel and myself, Danny Catula, we'll take a break and come back for the next 45 minutes in about a quarter an hour Don't go away. We'll see you guys then right here on Vader Media. warm welcome back to all of you. Manuel Antuña and myself, Danny Catula, giving you live coverage of Club de Lyon's matchup with Albion San Diego here in Niza. As you see on your screen, 1-0 the current score. And Manuel, let's go ahead and take a look at how we got to 1-0. Of course, only the one goal in it. A beautiful finish, though.
A beautiful finish and a good way to show why Lyon is winning the game, because they taking advantage of the situations they had. Here, the first one from who later will score from the goal scorer Ten Lopez, a great save by Ben Roach. After that, a good header off target though, and here the goal, the cross from Blanco, the finishing touch from Ten Lopez, and so far the only goal of the game. As you can see, Albion San Diego had a lot of trouble at the beginning of the game because of the pressure from Club de Lyon, because of the spaces that they would concede in the defense. Here, another situation, in this case from Porrain. Good shot, but Ben Roach was in the best position to take care of it. After that, some good situations. Not this. This is not the best example from Albion, really. But they did have some good opportunities here. An offside position. A good shot from the distance, once again, from Turrain. Another good save by Ben Roach. And one of the few situations that Albion had, a shot from afar from Nukele, and a good reaction by Josue Mason. Albion did had some good headers. Josue Mason did save another situation. And so far we had a really physical match between the teams, a intense battle in the midfield. So far we have 4 yellow cards, 3 on Club de Lyon, the team who is winning. They really are going to have to take care Matteo Borrelli, Shan Sharma, and the goal scorer Ignacio Ten Lopez. And on Albion San Diego side, only number 10, Daniel Bedoya. Also, the Colombian has to take care of the situations that they have, and he needs to take a lot of attention to not receive another one. He, so far, has been one of the few key players from Diego Gomez's side. I'm really interested in seeing how Diego and how Albion are gonna face the remainder of the game. They were in the second position a few days ago, and they managed to make a comeback. Let's see if they can make it again. Let's see if Club de Lyon manages to win their second match this season and reach the playoff positions.
Yeah, when we talk about Club de Lyon defensively, you mentioned that portion of the match, Manuel, in which Albion really did look pretty good in the attacking area, and we maybe didn't even see the best example from that replay of the first half. I think you've got to give credit to Club de Lyon's defense. As you see, the attacking side, of course, was really good and deserves mentioning as well, but defensively, keeping the clean sheet so far, that's been important. And keep in mind, this is the worst defensive team statistically in the league. They give up 2 goals per match on average, 12 goals conceded so far, but right now their defense looks very good.
Yeah, that's right. You're keen on saying that, Danny. It really has been a good match from Borelli, from Cruz, from Sharma. They've been guarding the wingers of Albion. They've been wide awake. They haven't made a lot of errors. And I think that's because they know that they are not the best team defensively speaking, and they actually want to improve. They've shown a lot of improvement from previous matches, but now's the key moment of the match. If they can manage to hold the advantage, if they can manage to win the game, that's because we still have 45 more minutes to go, and, well, everything's about to be decided. Well, Danny, the second half has officially started, and what a way for Albion to try to reach the equalizer. Another foul, another yellow card. Now, this time right for Matias Cruz, the fourth player on Club de Lyon who receives a yellow card.
Yeah, that's right. As we see the free kick to come. And it is directly at Josue Masson. He's able to pick it up easily. It was a good attempt, maybe a clever effort from Basaez. And there you see the foul again. And that's another yellow card that's going to go to Cruz. And so now it's a little bit of a problem for Club de Lyon on that back line because they've got so many players on yellow cards. They've got to be very, very careful.
Yeah, they either start to be careful or Coach Victor Balaguer needs to start moving the bench, starting to send some new players on the pitch because you don't want to lose a player in a match like this.
No, you absolutely do not, especially when it's this close, when there's only one goal in it. And, well, let's see if they can go the other way, Club de Lyon. Good defending so far. Still more work to do. And that work is done as well, cleared out for a Lyon throw. Cruz will be the one to take it, recently getting the yellow card from Mendoza in Argentina, near the Chilean border. 5'9", 22 years old. Sees it again, he'll cross it in now. And it floats rather harmlessly towards the box. Now it's Blanco who will usher it out. And he thought it would be a Lyon throw. It won't. It's Albion San Diego who will get possession instead.
There were some substitutions in Albion San Diego. Danny, number 3, we're talking about Martin Heath, and number 22, referring to Nukele Gbo, have been subbed out, and they've entered number 7, Jonathan Basaez, and number 17, Corey Landin.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Appreciate that update, Manuel. Corey Lundin and Jonathan Basaez, two players who, in the midfield, have, they've been important in the last match. They were both starters last time out, and then in this match, they come off the bench. Now they're going to find their way into the match, and for me, it makes sense. You've got to have those midfield areas covered, and that's how you start to get goals. And we'll see if these two can do that. Basaez especially, a very talented guy on the ball. Only 20 years old, born and raised in New York, but a Chilean citizen as well. He does have a goal this year. He's making his 6th appearance, as this will go out for Lyon to just hold on to. Masson has it. But I think the substitutions will play a very important role, won't they?
Yeah, of course. Totally with you, Danny, on this one. Because you can also see what Diego Gomez wants his team to do. He took Martin Heath out of the match, a defender, and put 2 midfielders with offensive qualities, characteristics. And, of course, this goes towards the equalizer that Albion is looking for. They want to reach the second position. They need to win that. They would need to win today in order to do so.
Yeah, that's right. And it's a pretty interesting opportunity, too, because Maryland Bobcats, their next match, they're in second right now. They're going to play Chattanooga FC, so we would expect, if things go accordingly to the way the table is, Chattanooga would win that match, and then that would give Albion another chance to even build some more space over Maryland Bobcats. But of course, all of that is if they win tonight, and right now, they're not winning. They're down a goal to nil.
Yeah, that's exactly why the substitutions from Diego Gomez are so important. And the fact that Victor Balaguer has not made any substitution really says that he's confident about the performance of his team.
Yeah, and he should be. He's got good players on the pitch right now. They're playing well. I think there's something to be said for the fact that if your players are doing a good job, you don't want to take away the momentum, and maybe it changes the flow if you bring new players in. So we'll see exactly when Coach Balaguer decides to make his first move, but for now, he'll stay put. Here's a throw-in to come for Lyon in their defensive half, and you just got to be careful in these areas not to make any silly mistakes. Give the ball away. Privitera will do just that. And here come Albion. Through midfield, Bedoya was an option to pass to, but Lundin just holds on to it. Played forward, intercepted. Lyon can clear, but no one's up there. Mitchell. Out to the right. Glashevsky long. Intercepted on the header for now. And Iriarte cannot quite get back in time to win the ball back. And look at this. Could be a chance for Albion. Oh, and could it be a penalty kick? Referee says no. We'll keep playing. That's not the first time that we've had a potential penalty that the referees decided to say no. And that'll be out for a goal kick. Well, let's see if we see this one more time. We will. That there. Ooh, it's hard to see from this angle, Manuel, but I don't know. It's possible.
I think there is a little bit of contact, but let's see if you can understand. I think that Ronaldo Pineda, number 8, went towards the defender and not the other way around. And I think that Russell Miller actually made a good call not giving a penalty to Albion San Diego on this one.
No, perfectly understood. That's well said. I think it's a difference between when the attacker runs into the defender and initiates the contact, we could say. As well, initiating a chance is Blanco. He'll cross it in, and it was a great idea. But Purrian couldn't get there in time. It is out for a corner kick for Club de Lyon. But going back to the point, Manuel, I think it's exactly right. As we'll see it one more time. Yeah, I think that Guzman is there, and he's just kind of in his position. He doesn't move in. He doesn't start the contact, and I think for that reason, probably a good decision.
Funny enough, in almost 10 minutes of the second half, this will be the first corner kick for Club de Lyon.
Yeah, that's true, and a lot of corners the other way for Albion. Let's see if Lyon can take advantage. Ball comes in. And it's in the center. It took a touch, but not a very good one off of Borelli. So a goal kick for Albion.
So far, aside from the situation we just saw with Victor Blanco and that good cross, Albion is dominating the ball. They have the possession. They haven't created any substantial chances so far, but I think we can expect a second half like this, with Albion constantly looking for the equalizer and Club de Lyon playing a more defensive game.
Yeah, you would imagine that would be the case. Lyon will be very careful to try and not give up any goals. We'll see if they try and score a second one of their own, though. They've got 2 goals at the moment. Here's Lundin. And this could be a chance. It's moved out to the left. It could be a shot from here. It's excellent defending. And eventually picked up by Masson. Ooh, it was dangerous. Albion look pretty good right now.
Yeah, in this case, a great combination, a great play here by Corey, who was just subbed in, and Jonathan Basasis, who tried to go until the end. A great guarding by Matias Cruz. And I think that this shows what you said right on halftime. The great defensive game that Club de Lyon has played so far.
And important to remember, too, that Cruz, as he made that play, was on a yellow card. So if he made a mistake, he could have been sent off with a red. Here's a long ball. Mitchell heads away. But Lyon it's going to be a little bit harder for them. Right now, they're answering the challenge on that defensive end. But it will not be easy if they keep having to defend like this for another, 35 minutes. They'll continue to defend well, though. There's 3 of them in the area. Play it back. Borelli. Out to the left. Intercepted quickly. Lyon are really struggling. They're not playing the same way that they did in the first half. San Diego really forcing them to change things up, putting a lot of pressure on. I think 2 very different outcomes than we saw in the first half.
Yeah, and I think this is due to the fact that now Albion actually does have the pressure of scoring, of reaching an equalizer, and you can see in the rhythm that Albion San Diego is playing now. A lot more pressure, a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, that's right, and I think it's just because of the way that the score is, the way that the match is gone. It kind of changes the way you have to play. And this is headed away by Mitchell once again, who's been very good on that defensive line. Borelli. Gets forward. Cruz. Ooh, he's knocked into, but a fair challenge, says the referee. Headed forward into midfield. Little backheel attempt didn't come off. Played long though, and Cruz is in the area. Mitchell able to clear it nicely. Good touch. Cruz will wander over and take his time. Former Orlando City B player, MLS Next Pro. He's started every match so far for Club de Lyon up to this point. He's got 2 yellows, and now this one is his 3rd on the year. And he's just waiting. He'll go short. Burain, that's good defending. Excellent challenge by Basayas. And another throw. Basayas, a player who's spent time at the lower divisions in amateur U.S. soccer. And actually, I think instead of a throw-in, he might have called a handball against Basayas, the former Florida Fusion player of UPSL. And that will lead to a free kick instead of a throw-in. Matias Burain, 30 years old, puts this cross in. And it goes. And it's a beautiful chance, but somehow they can't get a shot on target. Oh, and a completely missed play. Will there be a foul here? Yes, there will. The shot was well wide anyway. Well, let's see if we see this replay again. That was such a great cross. Somehow it's missed.
Burain managed to make a really good cross, as you say, Danny. But after that, none of the players from Club de Lyon were able to control the ball properly. And that's why a great situation ended up in nothing.
Yeah, and there were so many players there who could have controlled it. Like you said, no one able to do it. And let's see in the corner, potential for a cross. Albion would like to equalize. Basayas was there, but didn't get there in time. Matias Cruz was able to chest it down and clear it away beforehand. 58th minute, it stays 1-0.
I think that right now, Albion is trying to play a lot more quickly, and Club de Lyon is doing the opposite. They try to slow down as soon as possible because obviously time is on their side.
Yeah, that's right. As long as it stays at this score, the longer time goes off, the better it is for the home team, as that one's put all the way into the corner. No one was there. Having to run out and get it was Ben Roach. Patty back to Roach. He's got some pressure. Burain wants to get there. Does it in time. It's some nice outlet passing, but one back, Iriarte. But the possession is ceded to Bedoya. Switch of play to the left. And, well, Cruz got there. I think that was the most important thing, but maybe not a great header. It went off to the side, and it's out for an Albion throw.
Here's the header once again. I think that Cruz actually did the right thing because he wasn't sure if Basayas was going to get to the ball in time, and he didn't want to doubt it. He just sent it out of the field.
Yeah, that's right. It's just better to make sure you don't make a mistake. That would be very, very costly at this stage. Of course, plenty of time for either side to change the way this scoreline looks. Roach. Out for Patty. Patty's got Pineda inside, but he'll keep going and try to play it wide. It will go out there eventually. Bedoya would like to cross. He will try and play it to Carono, but that doesn't work out, and a couple bodies fall. It is a foul and a free kick for Club de Lyon.
An offensive foul from Albion when they were trying to build up a good play. Yeah, that right there.
Easy to see in the end. Edgar Guzman is the man who got knocked down. And, yep, on 60 minutes, it is 1-0. Club de Lyon still ahead. And I can't help but just keep thinking about the way that this match ended last time. It was just like this, and Albion found a way to change the game. Bedoya was a big reason why, and you imagine that Club de Lyon are thinking about making sure they stop him this time.
We're going to have to see if Club de Lyon has managed to learn from their past mistakes. And we're also going to see if Albion's going to be able to make another comeback after what they did last Tuesday, sorry.
Yeah, we know they have the talent. Oh, here goes this, and it's offside just by a little bit. But a really good idea from Carono to make the run. It's nice defending again. Yeah, you see them keep their line. It's really nice job defensively.
In situations like this, where you have a team like Albion who is constantly looking for an open space, the opportunity to leave the strikers or the forwards on offside position is a great defensive play, and they execute it perfectly.
It comes across, and that is, on the contrary, not executed perfectly. But running out to try and win it back is Ortiz. He will foul Tyler Gabarra in the end, and Ortiz is in a little bit of trouble. The referee is going to force him to come over. Oh, and it's a yellow card. My goodness, it's everybody for Lyon. And I think that changes the strategy of Victor Balaguer, the DT as he's known. I mean, with now 5 yellow cards, almost all of them being on that kind of defensive midfield area, maybe you have to make a change soon.
Yeah, I don't know if as soon as possible is a good expression to say right now, because you have a lot of nerves on the play, you have a lot at stake here. But when you have almost all your defenders on a yellow card, either you tell them to go a little bit easier or you change them.
Well, that was a strange play. For a moment, Victor Blanco was sitting down, almost like Corey Lundin was a chair. But now we're going to see a free kick as a result. And Ortiz, the man who just got a yellow card, he'll play it again. You'll see what I mean. Right here, he just kind of gets caught and just having a little seat there on the back of Jonathan Basais. And that will be a free kick. All right, minute 63. And it's 1-0 for Lyon. As it's been since very early in this match, Roach has to come far out, but he punches it away cleanly. This one popped high in the air. Battle for it in the air. Can anyone get there? Yes, it is Cruz, but he loses possession out of play. San Diego can throw. We keep getting some glances at this Club de Lyon bench. They're very intently watching. They know how much this means. Is that a handball there? Yeah, I think it was. That was always, when I was a referee, Manuel, it was so difficult to spot the handballs because it's happening so quickly. Sometimes there's a player in the way you can't see. That's always one of the tougher parts of the job for the referees. That and offsides, I think.
Yeah. Luckily, when you play at this level, you have an assistant referee who can help you out. But handballs are always tricky because you don't always know if the hand is actually occupying a space or the ball goes towards the hand. It's really difficult for a referee to properly call this out,
Yeah, exactly. It's sometimes just up to the opinion of the referee as well. That could be the case. Here's Ortiz. He's going to move forward. He had some space. He'll lay it off for Dan Lopez. Dan Lopez going backwards. He'll play it in that direction. Sharma's got it. Long ball. Well, not exactly the intent. Cleared away, though, by Albion. And it will result in something good for Club de Lyon. They move it forward, and they have a throw-in.
As long as they are as far as possible from their own goal and they have the possession of the ball, it's a great thing for Club de Lyon, because really so far Albion is dominating the game and Club de Lyon is just defending themselves.
And even better when you can let time go off the clock. As we shall see a little bit of space in midfield, and Albion are going to try to take advantage. It's a great pass out to this left side. This is beautiful for Basais. Basais putting through the spin cycle. Cruz had nothing he could do about it, but Borrelli comes in time, and the experienced defender lets it out for a corner.
Cruz just got lucky, because if he even made a little bit of contact with Basais, he was going to see another yellow card.
Yeah, that's right. I think he almost kind of got out of the way just to make sure that he didn't make contact, but the problem there is when you make sure you don't give away a yellow, a lot of times you can't defend very well. Corner to come. It's another good service. It's a header towards goal, and it hits the yellow football post. American football, I should say. And again, Albion creating chances. I think it's the 8th corner, the 7th or 8th, and they just cannot score.
I'm counting 7 with this one, and they always manage to win so far. They really outdone themselves the with their crosses, with their headers. If Club de Lyon wants to keep winning, they really need to take care. They really need to be on the lookout for these situations. And another yellow card for Albion San Diego after a half foul.
They just keep coming, don't they, these yellow cards? And we'll see who it was. It's some nice passing, and yep, every time that will be a yellow card. I want to say that's Lenin Carreon, the forward.
I think, I'm not sure, that it was number 11, Shinya Kadono.
Could have been Carono as well. No, I think you're right. Yeah, looking at him now. So Carono will pick up the yellow card, the winger out of Japan. And that's just another player for both these sides who's got to be a little bit more careful. Blanco. Backwards. Iriarte. No, actually, it's Ortiz. And now Iriarte. He will go down. And Borelli wins the free kick. That will be a foul against Lenin Carreon. And we're also going to see a change for Albion, as we'll see coming off Carreon, that is his last action, and he's replaced by Misael Mendoza, mostly in the same position, so a like-for-like switch, as we like to say. Mendoza coming in, he is from San Diego, a local product, and he is a very young guy. He went professional at age 16 last year, and he's so talented. His future is so bright.
In this case, as you said, Danny, it's a substitution between players who can offer more or less the same things. In this case, a little bit of youth and a little bit more energy for Albion trying to reach the equalizer.
Yeah, and he's got such talent on the dribble. That's really where he is most useful. He does have a goal this year in his 5 starts on the season, and we could definitely see him continue. Oh, and that will be another foul, and how about another player on the back line getting yellow carded, this time Tomas Iriarte, and I think we're running out of defenders who haven't gotten a yellow yet. I think Guzman is the only one.
Yeah, you're actually right. With number 22 now being shown the yellow card, we have Borelli, Sharma, Cruz, and Ortiz, alongside Iriarte.
So many. So many yellow cards. And don't forget that Lopez as well. He got that yellow card in the first half. And yeah, this is a yellow. This is a good decision. No reason to come in and foul from behind that way. He wasn't going to get the ball anyway. Well, more contacts. This time a foul on Albion. And it's going to go, I think, against Lundin. Did he make contact with the face? No, he didn't. And I think it's no yellow card. It's a good decision. So we're coming up to 70 minutes now. Only about 20 minutes left to go. And for now, it's a good situation for Club de Lyon.
Yeah, but it's starting to get really similar like the match they played on Tuesday. So Club de Lyon really needs to play it safe, don't risk too much, and try to win it. You know, these 3 points are really key points because they will actually send the club right towards the playoff position. You know, you need to manage to win some key matches in order to gain some confidence. And this, I think, would be really important for the home team.
Yeah, and for Club de Lyon, they still haven't played maybe the best teams like Maryland Bobcats and Chattanooga. So in these moments, when you're winning, you've got to take advantage. Oh boy, Ortiz, he didn't cause a foul, and now in the box, a chance. And it's picked up by Masson. You saw Ortiz keep his hands up. He didn't want to foul, and that's because he has the yellow card already.
Yeah. This, right now, is the moment when Victor Balaguer at least should start considering doing some defensive substitutions if he hadn't already did it.
Yeah, very surprising that we haven't already seen one. But of course, the longer they wait, maybe the fresher legs those players will have when they do substitute in. That could be the line of thinking. Nice defending. And it's out of bounds for a Club de Lyon throw, and it's really good defending in the end. So Cruz can take the throw in, and still no substitution from the Club de Lyon sideline. Again, they do have 2 defenders they could bring in if they want to.
I can actually see on the bench number 11, Yuki Shibata, getting ready to be subbed in.
Well, that's fascinating because he is not a defender. He's a outside midfielder from Chiba, Japan. 25 years old, very good player. I wonder if maybe we'll see him come in for a midfielder or potentially for a striker.
I think, let's see if the substitution is actually made later, but maybe what Victor Balaguer is trying to do with that substitution is try to get Albion San Diego in a counterattack with some really fresh legs, with some really new air.
That would really change this game. Here comes a cross. It is deflected out off the head of Mitchell. Played out to the right. Purain. Oh, not a good cross. And out of play. Bedoya will watch it go out. Throws it in quickly. One back. And a throw to come for Albion. '73rd minute. Get it in. And just working it around patiently. That long ball from Bedoya, it's headed away. Acrobatic effort from Borrelli. Throw-in is up next. Actually, they might have called a foul. Yeah, I think they did. So we'll come back to Matteo Borrelli. Borrelli does have 1 assist this season. Doesn't usually get forward. He's not part of the attack. His important role is to play on the back line. And one back immediately by Albion. Lundin backwards. And some pressure from Dan Lopez. They pass out of it, Albion do. And they'll keep it in along the touchline. Just a little over 15 minutes left. Nice run down this left side. Can they finish it? Still Privitera. He lost it. Nice defending. But out of bounds, it's a clip throw-in. And here is a change. As you mentioned, it was a good spot. It is Yuki Shibata coming in. And I think coming off is Gabriel Privitera. And so an interesting change because Privitera was very, very good in the first half in the attack, but maybe not as defensive of an option. Maybe they think Shibata can defend a bit better.
Yeah, I think that alongside with the age of Privitera, he played a lot, he gave a lot, and now it's time for some younger player.
And here is Shibata, the substitute. Oh, he finishes off the post! A perfect substitution! And now Club de Lyon in twice as good a position. What an impressive decision by Victor Balaguer. And what an impressive finish from the substitute. 30 seconds after he came on, it's 2-0 thanks to the goal from Yuki Shibata.
One of the fastest goals I've ever seen. It really shows that Albion wasn't ready for Yuki because he entered almost without anybody with him. He managed to control it with a little bit of effort and he scored a great goal. I don't know if it's good to say that it's a fair scoreboard, 2-0, because Club de Lyon wasn't the best on the second half, but this is soccer, this is football. It goes like this. They are 2 goals ahead and getting closer. Ooh, that looked like a foul. Sorry.
Yeah, it kind of did, didn't it? But I don't think they will call anything in the end, as we'll just keep playing. Here's a long ball, and there is space out here, and this is the problem for Albion. They have to get forward, but defensively they could be in trouble. Here it is, maybe a chance. Blanco, still Blanco. He goes down. There's no foul. And we keep playing, but Albion have to put all their players forward and try to score. They have to score twice now, just for a draw. And I think that means Club de Lyon could be very dangerous on a counterattack.
Yeah, completely. And as we see once again, the great finishing touch from Yuki. There was nothing Ben Roach could have done there. Really, it's a matter of Club de Lyon to hold the attacks of Albion, put a little bit of pressure on the midfield, and try to recover the ball as soon as possible to counterattack with as much players as they can. I would like to see if Victor Balaguer would do another substitution with an offensive player.
Yeah, interesting to see because you have the fresh legs of Shibata and you saw how well it worked. Maybe you'll try again. Well, first it'll be a change for the other side. Albion San Diego will make the move. And it's an attacking move. It's not surprising. Coming off is the defensive midfielder, Ronaldo Pineda. And coming in is an out-and-out striker, which they really missed in the first half. It's Cyrus Tran. He's from Honolulu, Hawaii. Played with Japanese academies growing up. Spent a lot of time there in Japan. He's played for a couple of the clubs in Nisa. For Stumptown Athletic, for Michigan Stars. He knows this league well. If there's anybody to score, it could be him.
And you know that a goal is really what Albion needs right now in order to not lose hope. It's been a really difficult match for them because in the second half, although they had the possession of the ball, they weren't able to create substantial opportunities. We've seen their build-ups, but they hadn't actually proved anything against Josué Masson.
Yeah, I think in the end, Masson has had a couple of saves to make, but nothing very, very important or very difficult. Maybe the one shot from Nukele Boy was a good save, but other than that, been a pretty light, easy evening for Josué Masson. Of course, he will hope it stays that way. And Manuel, if it does stay at the same score, I think it comes down to the corner kicks from Albion. They were good, but the finishes were just not there, and that could be the reason. Unless they could, of course, come back. They did it last time with less time than this. They scored 2 goals, so it's certainly not over. But if it does go that way, I think Albion will feel very disappointed about the corner kicks.
Yeah, those were their better situations alongside with that shot that you just mentioned from Nukele. Also one good header. But on this second half, Josué Masson almost hadn't a job to do. He was there just guarding the goal.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy situation for him. Along the goal line, Tran can't keep it. It is cleared away, only as far as Mitchell. Oh, he will launch a shot, and, well, the center backs sometimes want to just have a go from a long way away. I think his teammates will be maybe a bit frustrated, but at a certain point, you kind of just have to take shots and hope something good happens when you're down by this many goals.
Yeah, especially on a moment like this when you are almost 10 minutes away from the end of the match. Albion hasn't actually played a great game today so far. Let's see if they can manage to, change that on the last few minutes. But really, Club de Lyon has been the better team of the two so far.
Yeah, seems like they deserve the points for now. And we shall see if they can hold on to them. I think that was the case last time too when they couldn't. So let's see about this time. And this is Lundin. He's in the box. He's getting around a couple players. Oh, he just couldn't keep it in. Barely goes out, but it's a really good effort from Lundin. They're not giving up, Albion.
No, and I think that Corey has been one of the best substitutes from Albion San Diego. I mean, Basais had a couple of opportunities, a couple of sprints, but they didn't end up in nothing. I think Corey really changed things up, but he wasn't able to do anything there because the defense from Club de Lyon has, as they've been so far, they guard the play really good.
And again, they're doing it, almost all of them with yellow cards. It's so impressive. Here's a great ball of a switch, and it's going to find Shibata again, the most recent goal scorer. Tries to touch it back to himself. He's got it in the corner. He's going to try and turn. Gets around Gabara, but Gabara stops him up. Edge of the box. Still Shibata. Still Shibata. It's finally cleared away after some nice helpful defense from Basais. And it's with Lyon again. They would love to hold on to possession. Iriarte for Blanco. Blanco backwards. Once Ortiz. Out to the left. Sharma leaves it off. He makes a run, but instead it's past to Blanco. He's got lots of space. He could cross it in the middle. Oh, well. Not really sure what he was trying to do, but it didn't work. Could be a shot from distance. It's a great shot. Saved, but it's back into the path of that man. And now, oh no, they're going to take it off. For offside. Wow, it was almost 3-0. And Manuel, that would have really ended it. But instead, they're going to say it's offside. I think it's the right choice.
Yeah, I agree with you because, as you can see, Ignacio Ten Lopez was the only player there who could take care of that rebound. It was an amazing shot, a good save by Ben Roach. He did leave a rebound, but he got lucky there. It would have been the last nail on the coffin of Albion tonight, but they got lucky. Let's see if they can actually take care of it, or they get lucky now.
Well, how about this? It's onside and it's a shot right in front of goal! And what an incredible match this is! On one end, offside keeps it from 3-0. On the other end, Albion score, and it's 2-1. It could be deja vu.
Really, this is what football is. Sometimes when you don't get to take care of the opportunities you have, the rival gets to do it on the other side. In this case, I think that Club de Lyon wasn't as prepared as other times in order to stop Albion with this attack. And now it's anyone's game, really. You can see Albion is ready to go to put a lot of pressure on the remainder of the game. And Albion is really about to go for it.
Wow, this changes so much. Bedoya is going to get the assist as he has all year. And a beautiful finish from Shinja Karono. And how about this? The two most recent goals are coming from the two Japanese players. And they have really changed this game. Now, what's interesting is they've stopped for a moment. And I don't know exactly why. I know we don't have video review, but what's interesting to me, Manuel, is I don't know if we could see the replay one more time of the goal. But it was close to being offside. Again, they can't change it, so that's not... I don't think that's what they're doing right now. Or maybe I'm mistaken and maybe there is video review, but I don't think that's true. I'm interested to see why we have a break.
I'm curious too. I think it was a close play. Really, I think that number 11, Shinya Gadono, was on a good position. And I think that like we can see now, they are just refreshing themselves a little bit after the goal.
Yeah, very interesting though, because usually they wouldn't stop the play for this. I can't see where the center referee is. That's a bit strange too. So we're not sure exactly, but as you see, everybody taking advantage of the stoppage just to get some fluid in them. It's a good decision, of course. It's where I am currently in Bolivia for this live broadcast. It's pretty cold nowadays. It's our winter here, but exactly the opposite in the U.S. and in Florida, the summers get pretty hot. So 2-1 the score in favor of Lyon, and with about 6 minutes left, this is the time when I think both sides, with the heat and with the fact they just played 3 days ago, they could be very tired.
Yeah, they sure are tired, I can tell you that. And Victor Balaguer is going to do some substitutions as soon as the ball leaves the field. I already saw number 20, Duque, getting ready to be subbed in, and I think there's going to be one more, but let's wait for it.
Well, Duque came in last time, but how about this? Could be another chance. It's the man who just scored, Cardono. Can he turn it? He's going to play it forward, and this could be a cross into the box now. It is! Is it going to find its target? It did for a moment. It is out of play, and a corner kick will come. I think Bedoya will be the one to take it.
Yeah, as he did all the match, I did have some doubts if Cyrus wasn't the player who touched the ball last, but it's going to be the 8th corner kick, and let's see if 8th is a magic number for Albion.
I've heard 3 and 7. I've never heard 8 before, but we'll find out. In comes this one. Oh, it's dangerous! Oh, but it's not found its way in. And I think it's actually a free kick that's going to come. There was a lot of contact. And did 2 teammates hit each other in the head, maybe? I know on the ground is the goalkeeper, Masson. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened, Manuel. Two players run into each other on the head, and that's really concerning.
That is really concerning. We hope this is just a little hint, no more. And the substitutions are getting ready. As we said before, number 20 Duque is getting ready to be subbed in alongside with number 8.
Yeah,
Number
so
8,
we've got Kevin Duque and Justin Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken.
that's right. And Jan Sharma left the field, one of the players who was shown a yellow card.
Let's see who else comes off. Rodriguez still waiting
And
to be
Victor
allowed in.
Blanco, number
There we
7.
go. So interesting because Rodriguez, I think, is in a similar position to Blanco. So now maybe it's Rodriguez and Shibata who are the changes who can get forward a little bit. And, well, that says 33 off, 0 on. I don't think there is a 0, but as we know, it's Rodriguez coming in and Duque. They are the two who will enter. Duque, we mentioned, could come off the bench. He's an outside back. Last time he replaced Matias Cruz as the right back. This time he'll replace Sharma as the left back. Well, on goes Rodriguez. And so a couple more changes for Club de Lyon. And they make one change for a yellow-carded player, but still a lot of players who are still on yellow cards who will not get substituted off.
Yeah, Mateo Borrelli, Matias Cruz, Agustín Ortiz, Tomás Iriarte, also Ignacio Del Lopez, but he's not a defender, of course. We have 5 players with a yellow card who are not going to be able to stop any crucial play because otherwise they're going to leave Club de Lyon with 10.
Yeah, very strange it seems to me when, especially with Blanco, you could take on a striker like Rodriguez and replace Dan Lopez, who has the yellow card, but instead, Blanco, who doesn't. Interesting. Well, I think they're just gonna check that everyone's okay, and Masson is gonna get up, so that's good to see. And that means we can get back underway. I imagine there will be a few minutes of stoppage time now with the delay of the injury and with a couple of goals as well. As a reminder, Club de Lyon had the early goal. They had the second one right as Shibata came on. He scored. But then recently, Albion San Diego making it a game again. And there's still time. Midfield. Maybe potential for a foul, but nothing there. Albion win it back anyway. Lundin wants to switch it. And picking it up is Klishevsky. He'll leave it off. Basais to the middle. Vidoja lost it, but he gets it back. Played it into the middle. Basais again. Intercepted nicely by Cruz, but he can't hold on. And what's this? A foul. And it'll go the way of Albion. No, actually a drop ball. Interesting. Well, Albion taking their time, but they're running out of time. They kind of have to go quickly now. Ball is long. Into the area. Headed out. Cleared away by Duque. He's going to be called upon again. And still can't fully get it away. Lundin tries to turn. Has to go backwards instead. Again, that big body of Duque causing problems. Long ball. Past midfield. Picked up. Basais. Cruz is there. Great defending. Still alive though, Basais. And Cruz can't foul him from behind. Here comes Basais. Still going. Basais wants to cross. And that is not a good pass. But you start to see those moments where the defenders would like to stop the play. They can't. Coming the other way. Ten Lopez is dispossessed. Ernest Mitchell was there.
This is a good moment for Club de Lyon to catch some air. Right now, we saw a good opportunity from Basais. I think that he was a little bit nervous, that he could have taken a little bit more time to make a cross or go all the way towards the end of the pitch to send a cross. Well, now Club de Lyon needs to have the ball because they can't score, well, you just lost it.
Exactly right. Well, if they just sort of listened to you, Manuel, it would be much easier, but they can't hear us up there, can they? That's a bit unfortunate. And coming the other direction, Club de Leon had it. They lost it again very quickly. And here comes a long ball. These could be dangerous, but Cyrus Tran not able to get there that time. Duque keeps it in. And it stays with Lyon. Long ball away. Burain chasing it. Can't get there. And Rodriguez, instead of pressuring, will just get back. 92nd minute. In the second minute of stoppage time, I would think maybe Manuel see, maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
I was gonna say 5 or 6, with the substitution and the little injury that Jose Mazon and the defender had. Maybe
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
going overboard.
No, I think you could be right. I think it was probably at least 2 minutes from just the injury. And then we had the goals, the substitutions as well. We shall see. It's up to the referee. Only in the 92nd minute so far. This is a foul on Ten Lopez. Interesting, because Ten Lopez already had the yellow. Wait, no, it goes the other direction.
And it's going to be a red
yellow
card
for... Oh, it is! It's a second yellow on Albion and a red. He's kicked out. Wow, that really hurts Albion's chances. It gets worse for them. Look at this. Is it for the... Does he kick at the end, maybe?
I think that's what the referee Russell Miller sees. This one is actually the very first play that I am not going alongside the referee. I think that it was not a play for a yellow card.
No, meaning I just wonder maybe if he said something too that we couldn't hear. That can sometimes happen where it's a yellow card for dissent or for some kind of foul play, because I think with the contact, that's not enough for a yellow, especially when he already has one. Very harsh.
Yeah, that could be true, because the way Bedoya got up, maybe Russell Miller didn't want the player to disrespect him like that.
It could be. And I also don't think that Bedoya really complained at all. I thought it was surprising that it seemed like he knew why he got the yellow card. We're the only ones who don't know. Here's a long throw-in. And Albion would like to save this game. Well, that's not going to help. The corner flag is a casualty of that chance. And in the 94th minute, well, things just continue to get worse for Albion.
And Victor Balaguer wants to do another substitution, to win some time, to put a little bit more of nerves on Albion's side.
Well, and the player is going to come in, another midfielder. A guy who could play in the attack too. It's 19-year-old Johan Garcia from Venezuela, only making his second appearance when he comes in. And again, they're not going to take off any of the guys with yellow cards. They're not going to put in a new defender. They're going to try to keep scoring, I guess. Oh, there's Burain. Still has it. And picked up. Shibata. Still with him. He's going to go to the corner. Just try to waste time. Still with it. And he finally lost it. Cleared away. Is there any time still for Albion? We're in the 95th minute. They're going to try and go forward. Oh, it's lost. Out of play. Substitution to come. And away from the pitch will go Agustin Ortiz. So that is a man who did have a yellow card. So they'll finally get him off the pitch. And, I mean, maybe you put in a guy like Johan Garcia so that they can dribble into the corner and so that they can waste more time. That's maybe what I'm thinking now.
Yeah, especially now that Albion only has 10 players and they have an extra man.
Yeah, in theory, they should be able to just pass the ball around with their extra player. But they're not going to have to. That's it. Final whistle blows. And in a reversal of last time, Club de Leon are able to hang on to their lead after the early goal from Ignacio Ten Lopez. The second one comes from the substitute to make it 2-0. That was Yuki Shibata. Albion San Diego put themselves back in position. They gave themselves a chance with Shinja Karono's goal. But in the end, it was enough for Club de Leon to win the match. Final thoughts as we look at this this highlight from you, Manuel.
Well, Danny, I think that Club de Leon really deserved the victory today. They really worked hard since last Tuesday. They've studied everything they did wrong against Albion. They knew they had to protect the scoreboard, and they did it. A great first goal from Ignacio Tel Lopez, an amazing finishing touch from Yuki Shibata for the 2-0. A great call by Victor Balaguer, the player who he just subbed in 30 seconds later, scored the goal that essentially gave them the victory. After that, Albion was going to score, was going to put a lot of pressure on Club de Lyon, thanks to an amazing pass from Bedoya, who will be later being sent off, and a good finishing touch by Ginia Cadono. Club de Lyon, with this victory, their second victory thus far in the season, has ascended to playoff position. A great victory that hopefully for them will signify a better end of the season that didn't start the best way possible. Albion, in the other hand, has lost for the third time this season. They weren't able to reach that second position that would signify another thing for the team for San Diego, but nothing is lost. We'll still have a lot more games so far in the season in this National Independent Soccer Association tournament. And really, what can be said has been said by you, Danny. A great and important victory for Club Lyon 2-1 against Albion San Diego.